Good evening. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is staying warm. Let's see. I'm trying to get myself up here. There we go. So I can see the comments come in on my iPad. Well, this is not right. Something isn't right. Oh, I have to flip it. That's my problem. There, that's better. Now I'll be able to see them. I had it turned the wrong direction, so I was going to have to keep tapping the screen to see the comments as they come in. So welcome to Tuesday's Tip Night. I hope you are all staying warm, and I think we're supposed to get some snow tonight if you live in the area, and tomorrow as well. And then we're going into the deep freeze again, if not continue in the deep freeze through, I think, next week actually. So anyway, this is Card Creating with Jean. My name is Jean Ducro, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I live in McFarland, Wisconsin. Good evening, Lori. Thanks for joining. So if you're joining for the first time, please comment while we're doing the video, because then you will be put into the drawing for what were the products that I'm making tonight. You'll get a choice of what you would like to have, if there is a choice. Sometimes I just do one item and then that would be it. But and then if it's the first time for you watching this on Facebook, please like and follow so that you can see when I do my videos. I do it twice a week on Tuesday nights at 6 Central Time, and on Sunday evenings at 6:30 Central Time. So have fun and join us. Hi Rhonda, hi Lori. Thank you for sharing, both of you, very much. Rhonda, I sent out your kit today. It's coming UPS. It was a few cents cheaper than doing it mail. So I feel like it's, I don't know, I feel it's more trustworthy, I guess. I never quite know about the mail system. But I haven't had anything that's actually gotten lost, but it's taken an awful lot longer than what it used to be to get from point A to point B. So anyway, we are going to be making a fun little project tonight that I will not be doing any stamping on. It's just using cardstock, and I just thought it would be kind of fun to do a little, I suppose if you want to call it paper piecing. It's not a lot, and it's fun and quick, and it would make a darling gift for somebody. And whether it's for fellow co-workers or your family, grandkids, kids, whatever. It's just a cute little thing. And I made a bunch of them yesterday, and I took them already over to the cafe and to the florist shop. So they've got them, and they were excited to get them. Ah, which patterns did you use, Rhonda? I'm very pleased and honored that you think my things are good enough that you want to copy them. Hi, Pam. Welcome. I didn't actually get much done as far as stamping goes today. I just did a tiny little bit of prep work, which was probably all of 15 minutes worth to get ready for tonight. And I was out running errands in this cold weather. I needed to go to the bank and drop off that package to UPS and take something back to Staples that was an Amazon order, and I was all over the place. Oh, of course, the cute bear, of course, yes. Oh, thank you. Great. All right. Yes. Wonderful. Yeah, I like that trifold. And I just sent that one out this morning to Shar. So, anyway, I think I'm ready to turn the camera down and we can get started. This is going to be kind of a quick one, I think, but we could do it multiple times. So let's just take a look at what we've got. And I'm going to try to bring the camera down so that you can see really good. Yeah, always sags down a little bit after I tighten this. There, that's better. All right. It's a little crooked, but I hope you can handle it. Okay. We are going to start with using some of this darling Valentine paper. That's the 12 by 12 Valentine paper made with love. And I love this idea or this project that we're going to do because it uses up a lot of the scraps. I get a lot of strips of scraps when I'm making cards, especially if you're running them off at like 4 1/4 on a 12-inch width, and then you do the 5 1/2, and then you end up with that piece at the bottom, and that ends up being put back in my bag with the rest of the paper, and a lot of times it just sits there and I'm not sure exactly what to do with it. Sometimes I make some cards with it where you line up, you know, several of them on the card front and then put a focal feature in the middle, but I liked this one. I'm just looking at that. That is the same size. It looked like it was maybe some, I don't know. And then the DSP is 1 3/8 by 4 1/2. And we're going to need to score these. So I'm going to bring my cutter down and we're just going to use that. So the base that's 1 inch by 3 5/8, we need to score each side at 1 1/8. And then we'll just flip it over. And then I've got some Flirty Flamingo here. I got a bunch of them. So we can have some fun. Because this goes pretty fast. I got some Gorgeous Grape. Oh. Obviously I went into a different kind of paper if I'm using Gorgeous Grape. When you make cards, I'd love for you to post them on the VIP page that we've got. That I like that because I can get ideas too. And it's fun to do a little show and tell of what products we've used and what the cards turned out looking like. Okay, I think I've got all of these. Then maybe you recognize this paper. I had some of this left, and I thought, ooh, this is pretty. We can do that. And do you suppose I can remember what it was called? Perennial Lavender. Scored. Oh, actually, I think I might have scored them all. Yes, I did. Let me grab the other ones here. We need to score one end at 3/4 of an inch. Okay. Then the other thing that you need is some little tiny pieces. And I took some of my leftover 1 inch And I just put it up to 1/8 of an inch and just made some slices. So I have a few of those. And then we need some hearts. And I wanted to make, use the foil, the silver and the gold foil. Well, fingers don't want to work tonight. My hands are so dry because of the weather. And I took the bee stamp punch, or bee punch that we had, and I I punched out these hearts on this. So it was so easy. And again, using scraps, love it. The things that I made, I had several packages that went down in size. I was thankful for, because I got rid of some of my scraps. Always a good thing. Okay, what else? I think that's it for the materials. Okay, we need to take our cardstock and we're going to round the corners on each end, if I can get my fingers around this. And so, actually, flip it this way. I found, I don't know if you guys have one of these, I find it's easier to slide the paper in this direction and then down. I have a better chance of lining it up correctly, so I get a good punch. See, I didn't do that and I was getting hung up. Whoops. Oh, I guess I got it. Didn't have my hand in the center. These circle rounding corner punches are really nice to have. Gives a finished look. I'm going to move this a little bit. Oh, that one wasn't so great. Try it again. Better. One more. So this is going to be a little treat holder. Now I don't have to try to pick those little schnibbly things up off the desk. It took me all these years to think of doing that when I was working on these yesterday. So, doesn't that look like a Band-Aid? All you need is a stamp that has the little tiny dots on it to put in the center. Okay, we need glue dots, and I'm going to use my seal, Stamp and Seal. You could use Seal Plus too, just depends. And we are going to go ahead and fold each end. And then I'm going to put, I find this, it's easier to do it this way. When I saw the demonstration of it, they put this on after this next step that we're going to do. And I found that it was more difficult. So, oops, go. And I think we're going to, maybe we'll use this side on that one. We're going to take 2 of the Hershey nuggets. Hopefully you guys have had supper already. And I'm just going to get it on there so that I can bring this flap up. And then we're just going to run a little bit on top here because we're going to put the other one on here. And this was the point that the person put the little glue dot on. I thought, put it on beforehand. One less step. Okay, now we are going to take our DSP and we're going to put a little of the glue on here. Stamp and seal. And we are going to line this up so that it's just up to, I must have, let me back that up just a minute. So it's right on the edge there. Okay, and then we're just going to run this around, and when you bring it over on there, and there you got a little tiny mailbox. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue. They were using glue dots, and I didn't like it with the glue dots. Just a tiny bit there. And put one of our little sticks on. And then I found it easiest just to let it sit over on itself to set up. And in the meantime, I went and did another one. So let's do a pink one. Told you this was going to be easy and quick and fast. Get this up here right away. And this time I'm going to take some that are silver. Goes better with the pink, I think. And oh, I had the heater going before I came on because it was kind of cold down here. Well, now I'm too warm. It's like, oh, well, one extremer than that other. Okay. And I do kind of look to see which way I'm putting the DSP on. Like this one, I wanted to have it so that the hearts went this direction. And make sure when you cut them out, the same thing, that you want it to be so that it's the long way. Here, I'll show you on this one. So the flowers are going up this direction. So I did have a piece that I wanted to use, and then when I looked at it, I'm like, oh shoot, it's going the wrong direction. So we'll put that on here. I was surprised. I made 28 of them yesterday in no time at all. Couldn't believe it. Try to get that lined up so that it's nice and even on the bottom. There we go. Oop. Put the flirty flamingo on there. And let's do one more. We'll do a purple one. And then we'll put our little flags at the top. So I'm just putting the glue dot not quite to the top. And centered. This would be another one we should probably use the silver on. Okay, so now I'll put that on this way. Whoop. Get on there. Come here. All right, so now we're going to put our little heart flags on them, and I'm actually going to use glue dot for it. And I'm going to take the glue dot and fold it in half on here, and then put it on the. Let's get. I want to. I know I'm off camera. You notice that I set things down or set it up not so great tonight. I think those are the silver ones. This is the gold one. Oop. Okay, so I'm just going to take and grab the edge and just kind of fold it over. Sometimes it comes off right away, like it did there. And then I just put it to the bottom center. I'll show it to you. There, hopefully you can see it where it's not blurry. I'll have to wait for the camera to catch up here. Oh, sorry, you weren't in the... Oh, you can't see it, can you? It's right there. Come on. It just doesn't want to, does it? And I'm going to put it on here so that it is about to here. It kind of gives it a little more strength because you're not putting it right at the very end. And I just kind of squeeze it on so that it's lined up with the point sort of centered on the post. And there's that one. Okay, let's do the others. Usually I just go ahead and put all the glue dots on them all and then put them all on. I mean, this is so easy to make, kind of doing all the bases and all the scoring first and then do a bunch of them that way. Assembly line, that's the word, it wasn't coming. And then I actually found that I had some little bags, and I don't like to put candy in the store that's not in a bag. It's just, Too easy for somebody to grab a hold of. And I just started doing that this year. Oh. Okay, where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is. It got stuck where it shouldn't have been. Okay. Grab them. I just found them in the cupboard and I don't know where they came from. And they are 4 by, I think they're 4 by 6. Yeah, about 4 by 6. And it doesn't include about that much of it, which we would fold over. So I just took them and I cut this right straight across here because I wanted it even all the way across. I told my husband I thought that putting them in the bags took longer than it did to make the little things. And I don't know, these weren't made for like putting cookies in because they've got a little hole here in the back, like for breathing. I thought, well, okay, but it still gives it another touch of being finished. And I have to tell you that when I put the chocolate in and glued it in, I did try one instead of this direction on top. I put them where this one was upside down and the two flat sides together. I didn't like, it didn't have a nice shape going across. It did something to the shape of it, so I would not recommend doing that, even though it kind of lays a little bit better when you put the candy in there that way. Alright, so another one here. The one that's got the gold, we'll put some of this black and white and gold baker's twine. This was from the Christmas catalog. I can't even tell you if it's still on or if it's been discontinued. Sometimes they keep some of the embellishments longer than the mini catalog. So I'm just going to tie a bow around it. And you'll see how much nicer that is. Get that down there. And there is a way to adjust it. That, oh, thanks. Hi, Shar. Thanks for sharing. Okay. I just take and pull this direction to get it so that it's in there nice and even, and it will actually stand up. But I just think that gives it a finished look. And that's what I did to all of them that I took down. This is some... Boy, this I've had forever. The Paper Studio. I must have bought that. Well, it wasn't Dollar Tree or Dollar General. It says $2.99, so I had it for ages. I think I probably had it when I was scrapbooking more than I was stamping. All right, come on. Turn just a little bit more. It's gonna fight me. We'll straighten it out afterwards, I guess. The sweater is sticking to everything tonight. I had to break out the wool sweater today to wear. Along with my base layer. Oh, this one, I guess I got the strings long enough on it. Cut a little bit of this off. There, that's better. And then the purple one. Have any of you made these before? This was a first for me. I don't think I had ever seen them, and judging by the video that I've watched, it's been out there for a while, but I don't know why I missed it. There. We have it. Three little candy boxes. And I just think they're so sweet. When you do need to have something that's got a small pattern to it. It just looks better, I think. And I have made a couple that had this one. This was on the back of that 6x6 paper that we have right now for Valentine's. Oops. So I can make a few of those as well. So that is, I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to tell you with it. I will give you those dimensions again. So the cardstock again is 1 inch by 3 5/8. You score it at 1 1/8 on each end. Then you do put the rounded corners on them. The DSP is 1 3/8 by 4 1/2, and you score one end at 3/4 of an inch because that's your starting point of wrapping it around. It's a little bit wider so that hopefully it will cover up the end. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. This one's covered up nicely, and so is this one. When I was putting this one on, I thought, oh, did I not get that at 1 3/8 quite? I kind of think I didn't. Either that or I missed when I was scoring the base. So it pays to be precise. So anyway, told you guys it was going to be a quickie tonight. We'll have our drawing here as soon as I get a little cleanup here of my mess. So now you can be hungry and go out and buy the Hershey's Treasures. I normally buy my candy at Menards, and I wanted to get it yesterday because I was making so many of them, and I needed more. And so I went online to see how much it was at Menards, and then I looked at Pick and Save, which is only, well, 2 blocks away from where we lived for a minute, and I thought, well, I'll stop and pick it up. It was only like 12 cents more expensive, and I thought, that's it, I'm going to Pick and Save and getting them. So that's what I did. So this is our what we made on Sunday night. It's going to be in the drawing. So you get the instructions, and you will get one that's ready to be put together. So this, I will do the stamping, I will decorate and put the DSP on. All you have to do is put the base on and put the lid together, and then put this together, and put some candy in it, and you're good to go. So that was a fun one. I enjoyed making that one, even if it had just a few more steps. It didn't come anywhere close to this. Right? But anyway, let's see who's lucky tonight. You have a bag of those at home? Woohoo! Alright, let's see who gets this. And it's Lori. Lori, I'm going to send this to you. Congratulations. happy to send it to you. So, let's see, what else do I have quickly? Again, don't forget, if you're ordering, that this month is the Customer Appreciation Month. Oh, where's my little banner? Here it is. Bonus days. So with every $50 you spend, you get a $5 coupon back that can be used in February. So the $5 bonus days went from the 6th of January to February 2nd. And then you can redeem them from February 3rd to the 28th. So, and then I wanted to go over my classes that I've got coming up. My lovely and beautiful card class, which is using this beautiful, beautiful paper. I love this. You will get a pack of this paper, a half pack of the gold ribbon, and a half pack of the beautiful adorned ephemeras. Well, everything was, here's the ephemeras. Here. And then the ribbon is that woven ribbon with the gold in it right here. And I don't know where the, must have, oh, here they are. And then there's the bling. I love this bling because it really is reflective. Very, very pretty. And the class fee is $58. If it's one that I have to ship to you, it would be $66 because I have to put it in the 12 by 12 box. And the shipping is a little bit higher for that. Or porch pickup, it would be $58 if you wanted to come here and pick it up. Class is offered on February 7th and February 8th. I would need to know by the 23rd if this is something that you'd like to do, because I need to get the order in to get it back in time. So, and then if you wanted to add on either of the bundles, the Simply Beautiful bundle, which is this one, and the dies is $55.75, and the Beautifully Celebrated is this one with these dies in here. These dies are really cool with that nesting thing. I don't know what that shape would be. It's pretty though. And I'm covering the tax and the shipping on those. So it's just what it is in the catalog. So if you'd forget, you can always look it up online or in your catalog. And then the other one I'm doing is the end of February, which will be Cute as a Bug. This one you'll do a full set of the DSP and these Ladybug Garden Epoxy Shapes, it's called. And that one is $45. Again, it's on the February 28th or 29th. I'm giving you a choice of either Saturday or Sunday that you'd want to come. 1 to 5. And if you wanted to add on the bundle, it's $47. And that one I need to have reserved and paid by the 11th. So anyway, if you have any questions, please shoot me an email or a text message or a messenger post. Remember that this is on for a $75 sale this month, or a product this month. You would get this fabulous sayings for $5. So that's the product of the month. They still do have some of the blue DSP from last month, so if that was something that you liked better, it's one or the other. They only allow you to have one a month. So, and then these were the three new kits. Cute little three-dimensional or four-dimensional. I can never remember how that goes. And then this one down here, and then the butterfly kit over here. So this one is assemble only, and this one does have some stamping with it. I think that is all I have for you. I can't think of anything else other than to stay really warm. And you have to get out and drive tomorrow. Be careful. And have a good evening. And I will see you Sunday night. I kind of think I have another box that we're going to do. So I hope you're not tired of looking at different kinds of boxes. This one, I don't know what I'll be putting into because I haven't planned that yet. Unless something else catches my eye in the meantime that I can't wait to show you. So anyway, stay safe out there and stay warm and have a good evening. Goodbye.